trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK7 gaming time. Driving trains, trucks to parachute planes. Let's see where we drift to. Buffers in reverse, road signs wrecked. It's CK7 gaming time. Driving trains, gaining destinations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK7 gaming. CK7 gaming. Time. Driving through stations, forgetting to stop. Driving through red lights, bad buffer stops. It's time for CK7 gaming.
Hello everyone. Hey Egbert. How are you? Good to see you. Oh gosh. I'm such an amateur. Right. Completely forgot I had my tablet sound on. Yeah, welcome to another stream. It's been a while. I can't remember the last time I streamed. Possibly a few weeks ago. It's that man. Well, yeah. Anyway, keep taking the tablets. What, the streaming tablets? Or the dishwashing tablets? That's probably why I've forever blowing bubbles. Anyway, I thought I'd do an ETS2 stream today. I hadn't played it for a while and noticed that there was a few updates to some of the maps that I'd been playing with in the past, so I've installed them today, and we'll see what happens. Hopefully the game won't crash. Still on version 1.54 of ETS, even though there is a 1.55 beta that you can try out now, but I'll wait for that to be out officially before going down that route. Anyway, let's get off here and get into the game. Now, this is probably going to go wrong because I forgot. Right, hang on a minute. This is what I mean. I'm so rusty when it comes to streaming now. It's terrible. Right, hopefully we'll get a game coming up on the screen in a minute. There we... Oh, phew, thank goodness for that. Right, a pro streamer. Yeah, I should get streaming simulator where you just walk around streaming lawns. We can know all about streaming. Right, anyway, here we are. Looks like we've got a very lovely garage here. It's at least you can sit down in the corner there and do a bit of you know, streaming or whatever. So yeah, we're back on the 1-to-1 map, the Rhineland-Pfalz map, which also had another couple of map mods attached to it as well. I'm hoping today that we'll be able to drive up to ban, just basically so that the first person that comes into chat I will ban. So who knows, maybe Dave might pop in. But yeah, there is a couple of other map mods here as well that we have, that's the... I can't remember what the name of that one is, but it's linked to it. And then there's another map mod somewhere else, which I think is the Poland one, which is somewhere else that you can teleport to. So we'll try and pick a job, but I don't think the first job I was looking at today, I'm going by price per distance, so which I think was why I said it was there you go. Well, okay, I lied. I said in Carter's stream it was petrol, but it's actually diesel. So we can take some diesel from here to a place called Pirmesens. Sounds a bit, yeah. Anyway, let's go to Pirmesens. It's like Mattison's, isn't it? And to Schuster and wherever that is. Sounds like a power station. So we'll set that up, and then I'll drive and pick it up. So you have to bear with me here, because I've forgotten how half of this works. I think that's for the windows, isn't it? Choo choo. Hello, Carter. How are you? We're just going to be driving around to pick up some bits and pieces. I'm a bit rusty on this now. Right. We'll see how this gets on. Now, I don't know what the sound levels are like, so if my sounds are loud... What was all that noise? Have I got to get through here? I suppose I have, right. This is backwards driving simulator. Or reverse simulator, as some people like to say. Right. I hope I'm going the right way. Let's hope we don't get that guy who was asking, is this the latest Pro Mods? And how do I know if I've got it? Yeah. Oh look, there's a bus. Nice. The shape of things to come in ETS, seeing a bus. Oh, look at that. That reminds me of the cargo that Carter was just taking on his train just now, actually, seeing that there. Just a slightly different colour. Have I got the lights on, actually? I have now. Right, anyway, we're just picking up a diesel cargo, and then we've got to drive it probably just down the road. As this is a 1-to-1 scale map. Oh, 5 kilometres to pick up. Well, that'll be about 5 minutes then, more or less. Look at that, at least I actually started on the right side of the road. You can leave the lights on. Yeah, I'm just in case Whitemead comes in and says that my lights aren't on. Is this the latest Pro Mods? No, it's not. In fact, I think Pro Mods actually. I don't know if I've got the latest Pro Mods now. 'Cause, yeah, I think I should have. I think I do. Until version 1.55 of ETS comes out, and then suddenly it won't be the latest anymore. Just saying hello to the cow over there. It's always nice to have a cow looking at you as you drive past. How do you know if you have it? Well, your mod manager will tell you for a start. If you go into your mod manager in game, the first thing it's going to tell you is if it's got like an exclamation mark next to it, then it obviously tells you that your Pro Mods is out of date, and they normally tell you the version number as well on there. In fact, the file name in your folder normally tells you what version it is as part of the actual file itself. So if it says blah 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 version 2.74.scs, then you know that you've got that version, basically. But I don't have ETS2 installed. Do I complain to DGG? Well, it's up to you. I think you should ring up Overclockers and send them a web note and say, hi, I've just got this new setup, and I don't have ETS2 with it. Yeah, and then hopefully be able to help you out there. Right. Looks like we're about to go down some lanes. I hope I'm going the right way. I hope I'm not actually... I hope this isn't going to be one of these jobs that I drive to and then when I get there it's already expired, because that's happened before. Press H for headlights. It is actually H for headlights, Egbert, yeah. So yeah, this was the second-hand Volvo that I bought, which I'm paying off every day. Oh, I'm too busy looking outside. Oh, a loan instalment. Oh my gosh, I've only got 5,000 euros left. Oh, I'm going to have to do some work today, otherwise I'm going to be skint. The bank will be saying I'm run out of money. Almost needed a third Volvo, yeah. Yeah. Oh god, I hope my truck fits under here. I think we're alright. Obviously, this isn't the best route to go along if you want to take a yacht somewhere, obviously. Or anything that's a certain size. Why do I feel like I'm just going back on myself? A bend there, yeah. Yeah, there's a bend. Oh, this is like farming sim now. This is where I'm dropping off everything. Farming sim. Oh, look at that. They've even got a little seat that you can sit in, you know, if you get knackered and you can enjoy the view. The Farmer's Yacht. Sounds a bit like a pub, doesn't it? Let's go and have a pint of beer at the Farmer's Yacht. Nice colour. Yeah, I know. Thing is though, Katie, I can't really afford it because if you want to, I know some paints are free, but what's he looking at? Who's he spying on? That's a bit dodgy. I'd like to know who he's spying on over there. Is he bird spotting? I wonder. What is he doing? Why is he watching? Who is he filming? I'm not being funny. It's just taking me back onto a road I've just driven on. I'm sure. Has it been taking me round the houses here? It better not have done. There'd be trouble. I hope it hasn't been. If I feel like I've just been on a wild goose chase for 5 kilometres, there's going to be trouble. Maybe it was the other... Oh, I don't know. It'd be funny if we just literally go back to where we just come from. Maybe that was the guy. Ah, a wild goose. Yeah, could have been. Anyway, at least I've shown you a little bit of the map while we're here. So yeah, my aim was to do a couple of jobs on this, so it wasn't going to be a very long stream, but just enough to do a couple of jobs and just to see if the game crashes as well, because you know what it's like when you add mods on it sometimes. Hey Blue Army, how are you? Nice to see you. I'm just driving to pick up some fuel at the moment. We'll see how that goes. I'm sure this is where I've just been, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. I've just got this feeling. Like, we've already been here, but anyway. Who knows? Don't crash with your load on. Oh, well, who knows? If I do, I do. You know what happened. You know what it's like. Yeah, look, I'm sure that was the car park I reversed into, wasn't it? Didn't I reverse into here? This is where I started. I've just gone round all the houses. Look, this is where I reversed through. Oh, I can't believe I've just driven for 20 minutes for nothing. Well, anyway, I thought I'd show you a bit of the map. This is where we started from, in there. No, it wasn't. Where was it? Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. What, did I have to go in here then? Is this where I had to go in here? No. Oh, I don't know. Can't believe I've just been driving round in circles for the last 20 minutes. I'm sure I've seen someone else do something like that though in the stream. So where is it I've got to go then? Is it in here? Doesn't exactly tell me where I've got to go. Is it in there I've got to go? Might be in here. I mean, it's fuel, so maybe it's going to be in this one, is it? I wonder. Could be this one. Why does it sound like I've got cans of Coke on my truck? It sounds like there's bottles or something rolling around in my cab. Right, let's go. Freight market. My job's probably gone by now. There we go. Right, let's get it. Take a job. Beer bottles on the floor. Yeah. Champagne, wine bottles. No, you know me, Egbert. Sounds a bit like when you go in the off license, isn't it? Because when you used to go in an off license, it always used to be so quiet. So even anything like even just touching a beer bottle sort of reverberated round the whole place. You know, you could have someone at the other end of the off license, you know, putting a wine bottle in a box, and it would sound like it was right next to you. Danger. CK approaching. That's what it should really say. Right, let's have a look. 29 kilometres, so that's going to be about half an hour then, this job to drive. Right, I don't know how you get out of it, because... Oh, I'm guessing we've got to go this way, have we? Let's see. Is this going to end up in chaos? So another loop back to here. Yeah, can you imagine it? Can you imagine it, Katie? Yeah, if I'm like driving for an hour and then I go, oh, hang on a minute, we're just literally going to where we started from. Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? Nice round trip. The circle line. Looks like we'll be driving Katie to Ban later, I think. Right. We're going to have some banoffee pie. Nice stream, by the way, Carter. It's nice to watch a bit of Doral Valley. It has changed a lot since I last saw it. course, now I've got to get past all these vehicles again. Oh, did I? Sorry about that. Sorry. Good job. Good job. It didn't make me fuel leak out the back or anything. just come through here. It's a nice. Oh gosh, thought I almost clipped that then. Yeah, you'll be very glad to know, Katie, that people don't appear as what was it called? What did you call them, Carter? When how people looked in multiplayer, Tic Tacs or something, wasn't it? You said. But yeah, they're actually they look like people now. No more Tic Tacs. That's it. Yes. Yes. Now, those of you that might have been in the stream from the start are probably thinking to yourselves, I'm sure I've seen this already, and you have. And you already have, but maybe not exactly the same. I don't remember going down this little road here. The thing is, I don't know if I could play Doral Valley anymore, because anything that's got the word valley in it puts me straight off. And those of you that watch me quite often probably will be thinking, well, I can see why. You know, is Doral Valley a game I'd be stuck playing for about 3 weeks? I love these pylons. From a different distance, they look like someone that's standing there with their arms outstretched. You hear there's a new DLC coming, the Doral RAF Valley. I know that there's a new map mod coming out for Doral Valley, I think. Isn't it like an American map or something with lots of cactuses and stuff? Is it supposed to be like a desert style map or something? Set in like as if it was in like somewhere like Arizona or something. Or you know, something like that. Some free TS2. There's the buses coming as well. That looks quite good. Multi-stops, animated passengers, and also saw in some of the screenshots that they were showing that they also had Flixbus liveries. So obviously they've been able to do a deal with Flixbus to allow to have their liveries in game as well. So they must have got a Flixbus license, which I was quite surprised about, because I thought, obviously with Fernbus, but I guess maybe the license only lasted a certain amount of time, and now obviously SCS can get it as well. Maybe, I don't know. But I definitely saw some Flixbus liveried coaches in their screenshots. You mean Truckers MP? The way I saw it also, Carder, is that you select what version of the game it is when you go to the main menu, so you can choose buses or trucks, and then you go to a separate game if that's how I saw it. So you'll have the dealership, but it'll just have buses in it, so there won't be like a mixture of, so you can't do buses and trucks in the same thing. There'll be AI trucks in the map as you drive around, but if you choose buses on the menu, then you just get buses. And then you'll get a bus dealership and bus jobs. So it's not like you get a mixture. It's not like you can go, well, I want to drive a bus one minute and drive a truck the next. You have to sort of go to the menu and select what you want to do. But Truckers MP, we'll have to see what happens. Maybe they might have a bus server as such, you know, because obviously I doubt if they'll have a mix. I remember when I was driving buses on Truckers MP, because they had the D-Bus mod that you could use, and some people didn't like the buses at all. Sometimes I'd get abuse while I was driving because people didn't like me driving a bus. One stream I did, it might have been I was streaming or it might have been off stream. A truck convoy were literally trying to bash me off the road because they didn't like me driving a bus. Well, I mean, in Truckers MP, that's a bit different because Truckers MP, there's nothing in it. I mean, that's why I don't really go on Truckers MP that much anyway, because it's dead. You don't have any car traffic, you don't have any other truck traffic unless it's a player. So in convoy mode, they might have it where you're mixed in convoy mode. I don't know, but in the actual game where you're playing it by yourself, then yeah, it just doesn't really matter, does it, what you want to do? Because I mean, even now there's trucks going past as I'm driving, so it's no different. So be interesting to see how it works. You've got to remember that it'll be a new thing for them anyway, so it'll probably evolve over time. They've still got to add all the electric stuff in the game as well at some point. All the charging points for some of the electric trucks that they introduced into the game over time, which you can't really drive unless you do a job, because they haven't worked out about charging points in the game yet, because I guess they have to put them in. So you can drive you can do a quick job with an e-truck, but at the moment there isn't really anywhere that you can go to recharge in the game yet. They've got to add them in. I did have a Tesla truck mod for American trucks, and you used to recharge by going to the fuel station, but you know, that was just their version of a workaround. But obviously officially SCS will want to do something proper where you actually go to a proper electrical recharging place to recharge your truck. Right, 22 kilometres to go. It says it's going to take me about 26 minutes to get there. You've got to remember this map is 1-to-1 scale, so every kilometre you drive on the map is a kilometre in real life, just the same as the times flicking by. You know, a second is a second, a minute is a minute. Oh, looks like there's something going on up here. Oh, it's probably where the road is converging. Well, I'm just going to go straight ahead. Sorry, I'm coming through. I'm coming through. I've got diesel here. I'm important. You don't want to touch me because I might explode. Kinda. How long to? Well, if you're in a traffic jam, Egbert, then yeah, probably. So all I'm doing on this stream is I'm just picking whatever job comes up as that is the best price per distance job, because just trying to get some money back, because not only is that loan taken £8 off me, but then I had to pay £6 for repairs to my truck when I started the stream. Katie. You can see I'm speeding a little bit, but am I bothered? No. This is quite a nice view from up here. We probably went past here about an hour ago. And the cool thing is that road you see down there, you can actually drive under yourself. There is a few other roads that look quite cool though as well. Lovely view, yeah. Yeah, the next version of ETS that's coming out is supposed to be doing even more draw distances. They're optimising the graphics even more, and some people have been testing the beta out and they've been getting about 10-20% frame rate increases as well playing it. You know, for example, if someone was getting like 80 FPS before, they were getting like 100 110 in some instances. It's just, I think it's because obviously this game's coming out on console at some point. They're optimising it. So there's quite a few things they're doing. Also the way that the tiles load up is got a bit more efficient, so you get less stuttering for things as well. So, but there's no changes. For example, in the next version of ETS, they haven't added any of the base map stuff in yet. They're still working on that. They're still doing the Benelux stuff. They've been showing screenshots of Rotterdam area and places like that. It does look nice. And then once they've done the Benelux area, then obviously they'll be moving on to the UK, hopefully. They've already announced that they're doing a Iceland DLC as well. Which will then... Why is bits falling now? Don't... What on earth is happening there? About the law of physics. Don't ask what happened there. ETS2 is a great money printing machine. Yeah, but the thing is though, is that they literally like update the game, but they never really make you pay for it, do they? So yeah, they'll bring out DLCs to keep people buying to get some income in, but it's not like they've changed the base game much. I mean, for example, ages ago they could have when they went from DX9 to DX11, for example, they could have said, "Oh well, this is an update, so we're going to call this ETS free," and then made you all pay 25 quid for it. But they didn't. It's like the buses. I mean, to be honest, you know, I don't mind paying for the buses because I think, you know, they are doing a lot of work in it. And then probably what they'll do is over time they'll probably bring out some other models of buses, but they might do like with the trucks, make it a free update. But you know, I'm not bothered about giving SCS money for buses if I want to drive buses. That's for sure. I mean, the thing is I doubt if many people these days ever buy this full price anyway, because they have sales so often where you can get like ETS and all the base game stuff really cheap. Earthquake. What? Where? What was an earthquake, Egbert? Maybe that was Jellybean driving his truck again, because he used to do that a lot when he used to drive his truck in ETS. He used to go and sound like an earthquake with his steering wheel. Oh, we've got a railway crossing coming up shortly. For some reason, this always makes me think of Mr. Bean, seeing that swimming pool with those diving boards there. I don't know why, but I just kind of like keep thinking, yeah, anyway. Oh, back at the junction. Yeah, that was weird. It was almost like there was a collision detection thing going on there. I don't know what that was about. Oh, we got a level crossing coming up. Just drive over a little bit slowly, just in case a train decides to come along. Oh, my bottles are jingling again. Carter driving down the track. Yeah, with his steel train. Oh look, I think is that the same colour as my truck over there? No, almost. Kinda. Yeah, DB Schenker. Yeah, there is a DB depot up here as well. You can just about see it on the map that we're driving past. And you can also see some bus stops marked on the map as well. You can see like little bus icons. So obviously when the bus DLC comes on, this will be kind of supported already. Hang on a second, guys. I've got a bit of a dead leg. Ow. Trying to adjust myself in my seat here because I'm going to get pins and needles in a minute. Oh yeah, the bus stop was in there. I think that was a railway station there, if I remember. That's why I think that's the DB sign, because I think there was a railway station there, if I remember. But there's yeah, there's the railway station just in the background there. And I think they're having a party over there. I think they're celebrating CK being on time. A CK being on time party. Is it cooled down a little bit in the Netherlands now, Carder? It's cooled down a lot here now. A lot of people, a lot of people got stuck on a Class 700. Was it yesterday or the day before? And they had no air conditioning or anything. It's terrible. Right. And they literally had to be rescued, and then they had to be led off the train after about 2 or 3 hours. I saw a video clip where somebody had ordered an Uber, not an Uber, one of those food delivery things on a scooter, and where their train was parked, someone on a scooter was literally throwing drinks because they'd opened the doors on the train. Oh, talking of which, there's one over there. That they were literally getting people to deliver drinks and throw drinks at them to take on the train. Oh, better shut my windows up because it's raining. Got to keep the realism in here, haven't I? You know, the immersion. I've actually got a shower head above my head at the moment, and although I've just turned it off because obviously I don't need to spray water on me anymore because the window is now closed. That's the sort of immersion that we all desire. Engine failure. They didn't really say, Carder. But I'm guessing that it lost power on the third rail for whatever reason, and then the battery must have then died after a while because those batteries only last so long, and then the air conditioning then got off. So you know, like when you have a pet dog or a cat in hot weather in a car, obviously if you can't open windows, then obviously people start to get annoyed, and then people are trying to force the doors open, and then the driver was saying things like, oh, if you want to have a bit of cold air, if you come to the driver's cab, my window's open if you need to have a bit of fresh air for a minute. It's like, oh, it's just like, this is just unbelievable. Bit of hot weather, not wearing your headset in your sound system. No, yeah, it's waterproof, Egbert. It's you know, all chocolate. Look at that. Bit of a chocolate car, wagon, trailer, whatever. I love the way even everybody's overtaking me. Trucks, I did say it was going to take half an hour, but it might take a bit longer actually. Oh, a bus. There's a bus about to come past. Oh no. Unfortunately, that Dutch map project died, Carder. I think the people that were doing it just didn't have time to do much on it anymore, so it kind of died a death, which is a shame. And I think if you want to play it now, I think you have to sort of downgrade your ETS to quite a few game versions so that you can play it again. Because that's the thing with a one-to-one map, it does take a lot of work. But I suppose that's a good thing about ETS, at least you can sort of roll it back to an earlier game version if you want. See my little truck struggling here on this slope. Can't remember what was the can't remember how many horsepower this truck was. This Volvo. I think it might only be like 400 or something. 350 or I can't remember. Might have even been more. How much is my cargo weigh? 22 tons. That's not too bad really. Yeah, but I think the Dalton Highway was basically done though, wasn't it really? I think it was just more of a case of like the developer just making sure it's always updated so that, you know, if there's a new game version where they've changed things a little bit, then obviously it would still work. I mean, the Dutch map was just a highway that they just kept expanding and adding more bits to it. So I mean, the Dalton Highway was basically the whole highway when it came out anyway. Quite. This is like Shap. This is like the Euro truck equivalent of West Coast Main Line over Shap, where you're going to the Shap and your truck's struggling to go up a hill, and then all of a sudden it'll speed up again. Oh, that looks like a very sort of Dutch trains coloured trailer on there. I'm actually deliberately slowing down just to let that trailer come by. Making me think of Dutch railways. Boy, just because I've let him through doesn't mean you'll have to come through as well. Not in a class 31. Yeah. Do you know what? For a second I thought that car was going to come round there then. A little bit of a stutter there while it was loading in some more stuff. But, you know, you just got to remember my PC isn't exactly the most latest piece of technology. Anyone want a McDonald's? Tough, because we're going the other way. Right. It's a little bit stuttery over here, but I think it's just because it's loaded in new bits and pieces, probably. Actually, I'll just stay on this bit for a while. Oh, there's the art military base depot place just up there, which we went into once, I think. There's some sculptured cows over there. Made us happy for 2 seconds until he added the tough part. Do you know what's really bad though, Carter, is I can't even remember what I said to say the tough part. Looks like Messi's coming up. I don't know if that's where you can meet the football player or not. We remember. Well, that's good. If it helps you with your memory management, I'm all for it. We're all here to help each other mentally, aren't we? You know? Playing this means that I don't have to sit and do a crossword instead. You know, like you do. And they always tell you, oh yes, to help your brain when you get older, do things like word searches and crosswords. Well, instead I just play games instead. Want to go to a McDonald's? Oh yeah, that was it. See, now it's coming back to me now, yeah. Want to go to a McDonald's? We're tough. See, I can't even remember when I'm being evil or not. Terrible. No wonder I keep getting into trouble with people. You know, when I'm walking down the street and people are crossing over looking at me. And I'm saying, oh, what's the matter with them? Wonder why they're crossing over the road. It's probably something I said to them and forgot. That might be why I don't have many viewers anymore. Maybe that's why my streams are always so quiet. Maybe I've always said things about people in my streams and they don't forget. I could be beyond to something here. You're still here, yeah, I know. But I think that partly is because you're actually not here, but you're just in chat. And then what happens is you go AFK, and so you miss all the abuse that you're getting. And then when you do come back, then obviously you miss it. So then that's why I think you're still here, really. I feel like my truck's trying to run away from me. Exactly, Egbert, yeah. Yeah, I was just saying to everybody what a wonderful person you are, and well, we've got 5 kilometres left. Seeing that makes me think of a darts player. Egbert. A darts player that always tends to sometimes look very angry if he doesn't win. Maybe I'm just mistaken. Pikachu! You told me he was a bar steward. Who, Egbert? Wow, he might have been. I might have gone into a pub once and saw someone that reminded me of Egbert. I think I must be driving near Manchester. It's started to rain and it's just not going away. I'm sure I had my rain probability on. Barney was just his shell of his own self. Yeah. Yeah, Barney. The thing is, though, to be honest, though, Cardo, I wasn't really that bothered about darts. I used to watch darts years ago when there was people like Eric Bristow and that in it. But it wasn't really until Luke Littler that I started to watch darts more. My mum loves watching the darts now. She loves Nathan Aspinall. She calls him Cheeky Boy. Oh, there's Cheeky Boy. Because he looks like a little kid that's always up to mischief, apparently, according to my mother. You know, you could sort of imagine a 10-year-old Nathan Aspinall, sort of always up to mischief. He's got that sort of cheeky boy face, she says. So that's her favourite. Nathan Aspinall. Another darts player that my mum likes is Stephen Bunting. She likes him as well. She likes Stephen Bunting. And she didn't like Gerwyn Price at the very beginning, but now she's kind of got fonder to him as time's gone on, because at first she thought he was a bit like I don't know, a bit like someone that was always going to cause trouble. But I think she's warmed to him a bit now. But there's one player she hates. And he's a Dutch player. But every time she sees him on the TV, she's just like, ugh. I should really video my mum. But sometimes she's like Catherine Tate's nan, especially as she's got older. And I think I could make quite a lot of money out of my mother. If I was recording her on YouTube doing a reaction video. But then I always get worried that people will be wanting to put petrol bombs for a letterbox as well. So it's best for her to be quiet. Trying to think, who else doesn't she like? Oh yeah, that's right. Pikachu. She doesn't like him at all because he got upset because Littler beat him once. So she doesn't really like him. And then there's a Dutch player she doesn't like. But whatever, I don't know why she doesn't like him, but I think she just doesn't like the look of him. So she just doesn't like him from the off. No, it's Van Veen. It's the one that's quite a young kid that kind of makes me think of the Max Verstappen of darts, with his hairstyle and his little glasses. My mum doesn't really like him at all. And yeah, and she didn't like Van Gerwen at first as well, a bit like Nathan, a bit like Gerwyn Price, but she's sort of grown to him a bit now. I think once she saw a few interviews of him and he was and then you start to see a bit of his personality, then she changes her mind. But yeah, I hope Michael Van Gerwen comes back again, because obviously he split up with his wife, which is why he's not been playing recently. So it'd be nice to see him playing again. come off up here, I think. Another thing she doesn't like is the dancers. Whenever they have the dance on and they have like those cheerleader dancer things, oh my god, she goes into a rant about them as well. Like I said, sometimes I just wish I could do a my mum watch along. But yeah, maybe I could get her to watch some train sim streamers. You know, when they complain about a blade of grass being in the wrong place. That's the best part of it. Yeah, I think my mum just goes on about their routine, you know. She says it's the same routine no matter what. She says they should change it more often. But she's funny like that. CK Ogglebox. Yeah. But she never used to be like that, my mum. It's only when she got like older. And now it's like she's now turned into like a Catherine Tate Nan. And I've got a feeling I'm probably just the same as well, really. Right, anyway, we got 2 kilometres left. I shouldn't really be talking about my mum like that, to be honest. I mean, what sort of impression are you getting on my mother? Terrible. Is she in chat? No. No, which is a good thing. No, she's not very good when it comes to technology, unfortunately. She gets very frustrated because a lot of the elderly, they're expected to know about apps and everything. Banking apps, NHS apps. Oh, you've got a, you know, she'll get a text message with a link that she's got to click on to read something from the doctors or something. She hasn't got a clue. You know, but, I mean, because she's not used to it, and it's just terrible, like, you know, with banks closing everywhere, you know, that they just say, oh, it's okay, just stick an app on your phone. But she hasn't got a clue how to use it. It's just crazy. It's just mad. Well, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going here. This isn't really helping me much, is it? Oh, hang on. I think it was just here, wasn't it? Is it here? Yeah, here we go. That map's not really helping me much. Right, what should we do? Where do I need it? Yeah, we'll do that one, because that's always fun, isn't it? Where do we need it? You're right there, sir. You look like you're... I think he's trying to peer in that trailer there, look. He's sort of half in and half out. You're right there, sir. Oh, you're looking in the goods, are you? Yeah. Oh, look, there's that car from National Lampoons. That estate car there, look. It's from National Lampoon's American Vacation, or whatever it was called. You can see Chevy Chase and his family, the Griswolds. It's the Griswolds. I don't think it's raining anymore, is it? I never mind. Yeah, you better stay there, motorbike, because your life could be in danger if you decide to move. I can turn my wipers off now. Did that say Sully's, that coach? I'm sure it said Sully's before it disappeared. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at, I got 1,499 euros for that job. I'm now at a level 8. Right. Yeah, Sully's, that's what that coach said. Right. Oh, look. There's a horse box. Exciting stuff. Right, let's see if there's another job I can pick up to go to somewhere else. I'm going to look on here, and then we're down here at the moment. Let's do freight market job, and see what comes up. Diesel. No, I don't want to do that one. Oh, we can do some concrete centering to Ban. We can actually go to Ban now. Yes. Time for real life over here. See you later. Cheers, Carter. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the stream earlier as well. I'm just seeing if there's anything else that's going to Ban. I think concrete containers will be enough. I know we're going to go back up where the road that we've just come, but yeah, it's all good. Right, and let's go and pick this up then. There might be people that have just come into chat who missed the first journey anyway. What's going on here? Is that something that I'm supposed to be... Oh, I'm just going to go past them all. For some reason. Right. Right, let's go and pick up these concrete things then. So that'd be good, because they did add in a couple of versions ago the road that went to Ban, so it's a grey road for me, so I've not actually been up to Ban, so that'd be nice. And I know it's literally going the same way I've just been, but I'm sure a lot of you won't mind, will you? Because it's more about the chat than anything else. Well, that's what people keep telling me, which is probably why there's never no one here. Cause I'm hoping that someone might have some sponsored walks or something soon that I might be able to say hi to in chat again. There's the chocolate factory. I saw Squirrel the other day. Well, I wasn't actually watching him, but he was doing like a parcel simulator. So I got all excited because his thumbnail was of like a DHL van. So I thought, oh, I wonder if it's a game where you drive around and you deliver parcels. But it ended up being like you actually start your own parcel company up. So you have to build the warehouse, and then you have to lay all the conveyor belts and everything down. So it didn't. So it wasn't like you were delivering parcels at all, which is what I was hoping it was going to be, just for a laugh, you know, just so I could throw parcels at people's doors like they do in real life, you know, just leave them on the doorstep throw them over a garden fence. Plus, with your memory, I'm surprised we don't play the same scenario over and over with Train Sim. Oh. Well, I wouldn't be the first person to do that, Egbert. I do know someone else that used to play Train Sim that used to just play the same scenario over and over until they got it just right. It was very frustrating watching someone drive for 5 minutes and then they'd make a little mistake and get a minus point and go, oh, that's it, I'm starting it again. And then they'd go back to the beginning again. Every sim, yeah. Well, that sounds like a sim that's got everything in it. In every sim. People be wanting a refund because that's what they'll be thinking. Right, in we go then. Let's see, where is my job? Oh, there it is. That's one of those KTL Rob Powell trailers over there. KTL Technology, whatever it said on it. It's a good job they've got it strapped down, isn't it? It's a shame that they don't have like BeamNG type physics in this game, where you could actually go over a bump and then over time those straps could break and then all the bits would fall off your trailer. It'd be brilliant. Anyway, it needs to be quite secure. So this is 42 kilometers, so this job is going to take about an hour. So what's the time now? 2:56. Yeah, so this will probably be the last job of the stream, this one. Taking these. Right, loads of room. Don't know what I was worried about. Oh, hang on a minute. I can't go that way apparently. So I have to go round this way. Loose straps, yeah. Right, do I have to come through here then? Right, okay. I have to come out here apparently and then do a turn. Oh, not much of a turning circle here, is it? Oh, wow. I thought that was going to be one of those, one of these signs that you could just like touch and it would just collapse. It ended up being like driving into Superman. It's a Superman sign. It's literally one of those signs that's literally like, you know, even a nuclear bomb wouldn't make it fall over. I'm actually tempted now though, because there's a road here, so I'm going to drive down this road because this is a hidden road and I want to drive down it. What does it say? Land und Fort, yeah, whatever. I don't know what that means, so we'll just drive down it. Oh, this might actually give me a bit of a shortcut. This might actually take a few minutes off my journey. Big foundations, yeah, I know. Might need a bunker buster bomb to make it fall over. Right. Oh, there's some sheep. Hello, sheeps. Oh, look at that. I just saved myself about 5 kilometers, it seems, just by coming round here. Well, that was a good grey road then, wasn't it? Is that actually no? Well, He's balmy. Oh, I know where this is. This is where the horse ranch is, isn't it? I think I've been here before. Better put my hazards on. Move over step-toe. Wow, I was hoping not to drive on his toes, let alone stepping on them. Imagine having your toe flattened by a truck tyre. Wouldn't be a good start to your day, would it? I'm kind of liking that sound effect. I don't know why it started to happen. I don't know if it was a mod I've installed, but I do like it. I do like that sort of box of wine sound effect. It's quite nice. It's like making me look forward to what I can do when the stream's finished. It's like the sound of my future. The sound of a wine bottle. Oh, anyone want a pizza? The sound of every evening. Nah, I wish. But it's not every evening, unfortunately. Just a now and then. Hopefully it won't start pouring with rain in a minute. Oh, more food. This game always makes you think about food after a while, doesn't it? Kilometres left. Right, we're going uphill now. Hopefully we won't struggle too much. What's the weight of this cargo? 19. Oh, so it's a little bit less than the diesel that I was carrying in the first job for today. That was 22 if I remember. 22 tons, I think. worries, Katie. Hopefully we'll get some speed up in a minute. You like those new coaches? Yeah. I think what they'll do is over time they'll add a few more. And they're going around reworking a lot of the bus stations from the base map and stuff. And all the new DLCs will have, you know, all the infrastructure already put in. They were talking about the Nordic DLC, for example, having a lot of that in, so it'd be nice. It'd be something a little different. I mean, I don't mind. I mean, you know, some people might like Fernbus and the fact that you have to get out of the bus and walk around and check people's tickets and things. But there'll be some people, you know, that just want to get into this game engine and just drive a bus or a coach and go to bus stops and pick up people and drop off people, you know, across Europe. You know, do Paris to London, for example, and maybe stop off at a couple of the towns on the way to pick up people. And then obviously people can then do third-party modded reskins of things of some of the coach companies around around the country. Like someone might do National Express or people like that, and then do it so you can do like London to Edinburgh or London to Glasgow or something. You know, and then you have to stop off at some of the cities on the way, like Birmingham and Sheffield or whatever. I've always said, haven't I, you know, ever since I've been playing this game and they used to have the bus stations in the game, I thought, well, I'm sure at some point they'll be bringing buses in. Or they were thinking about bringing buses in a long time ago, but they just never got around to it. Because, you know, even with other DLCs they brought out, they always put bus stops in. I remember playing, I think it was the trying to think which one was. I think it was the Baltic DLC, you know, the one they added that had Finland and Estonia and Latvia in it. And there was so many, like, you'd just drive down a road and there'd be like a lay-by with a bus stop, and I thought they must be putting all these bus stops in for some reason. Because I mean, why would they bother doing it? And obviously as they've expanded over time, they've obviously got a team of people now that are just working on that particular thing. at some point we'll be getting onto a new section. I can't remember whereabouts it is. I think we're going to be going over the viaduct soon, with the lovely view. Oh, that's right. Also, the 1.55 update for trucks was introduced. What on earth are you doing, you silly van? Oh dear, trying to break me. What was that? As those signs started jumping up and down in the air and then just popped off. Oh, that was funny. That was like jumping for joy. CK's here, and then they sort of like fell over. I think it might be to do with the, I think it was 1.53. Didn't they introduce some like new physics thing? I'm wondering if this is because this is like a third party. Maybe there's like some weird thing that happens when objects get into range, because normally those objects will be affected by physics, because normally you would like hit them and they'd fall over. So I'm wondering if with this physics engine thing that they added in now, it's making them kind of fall over. He's trying to get his revenge on me now, that man. I can see him behind me. He's plotting. It's like, I'll have some of him. Come on then. Come on then. Come on. You want some? You want some? Road Rage Simulator. Thanks for the raid, party of 8. Arian Cabina. Sorry if I pronounced your name wrong there, my friend. Thanks for the raid of your 8 viewers. I hope you're well. Just driving along in ETS at the minute. Just taking some concrete. Hey, Decobra. Thank you very much for the raid. Hope you're all well. Thanks for the follow, much appreciated. We're on a modded map called the RPM Rhine map. I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's a 1-to-1 scale map as well. So we're just driving along, we're just taking these concretes to a place called Ban. Got me Volvo truck and the concrete tubes. And more virtual truckers, nice. Nice. Well, welcome in. Which part of the world are you all from? Or predominantly? I'm a UK streamer. Live on the southeast coast of England. You're having a little break from studying. Nice. You're from Libya. Oh wow, nice. I think you're probably one of the first people that I've had in chat from Libya. I've had people from all over the world pop in over time since I've been streaming. I don't think I've had anyone from Libya. Are you an affiliate? No, I choose not to affiliate. I could be. I could have been an affiliate a long time ago, but I've just never wanted to be an affiliate. I like everyone to be able to come in and not have to worry about subs or having to watch adverts and things like that. Because obviously if I'm an affiliate then people have to watch adverts, and I think everyone should just enjoy watching the stream without having to worry about things. I've been streaming for about, I can't remember actually, it's probably about 7 or 8 years now. I think I started streaming in around 2015, 2016. And I have had breaks from streaming, so I haven't been streaming all the time. So, yeah. I'm just not really that bothered about streaming for money, really, Decobra. I know that's probably a weird thing to find on Twitch. Seeing an Englishman with a left-handed vehicle is the most well-passionate thing you can do. Yeah, I suppose. It's because I do a lot of my driving in Europe. So I think, well, I don't really drive on the UK area that much. Because it's not that nice to drive around in. Yeah, I mean, with Pro Mods it does make it a little bit better, but I spend most of my time driving on American trucks or in Euro trucks around Europe, so I'm sort of used to just driving around like this. Yeah. But I know what you mean, though. I know what you mean. So we got a little man on his little scooter there. So we've got 23 kilometres to go, so we've still got about half an hour to drive. As I said, because this is a one-to-one scale map, so it's a little bit different than the usual. You always drive left-handed. Yeah, not everyone does though, Katie, but as I said, I think it just depends, doesn't it, really? I mean, you know, when the Australian truck game comes out properly, then obviously I'd be driving a lot on the other side again. Do you just play Euro trucks, the Cobra, or do you also play American trucks as well? I mean, I play a little bit of both. I tend to play Euro trucks more, but then what happens is whenever there's a new DLC out for American trucks, I tend to play that for a little bit. Whenever they bring out a new state DLC or something like that. I haven't played trucks for a long time. I haven't streamed for a while, actually. I think this is the first stream I've done for about a month. I do stream trucks, like Euro trucks, American trucks, but I also do, wow. I also do a little bit of flight sim, although not the usual kind of flight sim streams that most people do. And also train simulators, so I play Train Sim World and Train Sim Classic. So they're the sort of games that I focus on. A one-eyed rum-drinking Englishman told me to stream this game. He is live at the moment, and you can ask him. A one-eyed rum-drinking Englishman, that sounds interesting. Sub-Zero. Oh, okay. Right, let's try and get past this truck here. We are the community called the Wet Sox. The Wet Sox. Why did you call yourself Wet Sox? Why oh why? Funny though. It's different, isn't it? Wet Sox. Sounds a bit like if American football came to Manchester, England, and that would be what you would call them. 'Cause it's always raining, so you could call them the Manchester Wet Sox. Something else, something similar. You don't know, you just enjoyed them. They help you get affiliated. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I know a lot of people like to get affiliated. But when I first started on Twitch, affiliation wasn't a thing yet. There was literally just partnership. And then I think I was probably on about 200 followers or so when they decided to start the affiliate thing. But I just didn't want to bother joining it, to be honest. So like I said, I've been streaming for a long time. As I said, it's more about just chatting with my friends really, and then just basically they being able to come and watch a stream and they don't have to worry about adverts or anything. You know, and if people want to donate, they can, but they don't have to. So I just, you know, that's what I do basically. You're a twerking trucker. Been there for 5 years. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's probably because I'm not really out looking for communities, really. When I first started streaming, there was another streamer that I used to watch and do bits and pieces with together, and his name was Captain Jenks, and we used to do like multiplayer driving streams on a Thursday and things like that. So I suppose that was my community then. It was just like people like Captain Jenks and people like that. Husbands get jealous. Actually, you just made me think of another streamer that sometimes would pop in when I was driving trucks. I haven't seen her for a while though. She had her own streaming setup. She had like one of these like full-on truck rig things that you sat in with like motion and stuff. I think it had motion in it. Anyway, we've got 17 kilometres left, so we've got about 23 minutes to go still. This is the last drive of the stream though. But we're going to be going to a new area on the map that I haven't been to yet, which I added in an update, which is to a place called Ban. So it's good that I'll be driving along there just to see a bit of new road. New place on the map. I think this truck will actually have the maybe it won't have, but I think this is another truck for a company that's yeah, so that's a mod. I'm gonna let him come ahead of me actually, because I don't want to smash into the side of him. VB Creation, they do mods for ETS. So do you stream anything apart from, do you stream just trucks, or is there other games that you like to stream? The Cobra. Ustream Total War Games. I'm trying to think what that is. Is that the game where you can get different people from different periods, different time periods? You know, like you can get modern day soldiers fighting against Romans and things. Is that what it is? Or are you just talking about the category of games? GTA 5, Witcher 3. Oh, do you do with GTA 5? Do you play on like 5M servers and do role play, or are you just into doing like the actual inbuilt multiplayer of GTA 5 and story mode? Witcher 3, not really played those. GTA 5, yes, played. I'm looking forward to GTA 6 whenever that comes out. That's Empire Earth you're talking about. No, there's another game that's very similar to that, but it's I see people stream it on YouTube, and they can get things like stormtroopers from Star Wars fighting Indians and all sorts of stuff. It's a very modern game, but I can't remember the name of it, but I know the one you're talking about. But this one I'm thinking about is like very modern. You have to have like decent PC hardware to play it, because there's a lot of calculations that go on. So if you have too many soldiers on the screen at some time, it can slow your computer down. So it's similar, but it's not the same. But I see people stream videos of it on YouTube. Oh, Total War is a grand... Yeah, you see, the thing is, I'm not sort of like clued up on a lot of these games, which is why I'm, you know, as you can see, I probably don't know too much about them. I used to play games like years ago, like Populous and Megalomaniac, going back to like the 90s. Things like that, because I started gaming in 1979, I think it was. I started playing computer games. 1979 I started playing computer games. So I've been playing games for a long time. But obviously the games in 1979 were literally just like a bat with like a couple of squares as a ball. Black and white back then, yeah, exactly, Egbert. That was back when arcade machines that would be black and white, they'd put a coloured sticker on the TV screen just to try and make the colours change. Like there was a Space Invaders game in the arcade that was just black and white, and then they just put a coloured sticker up on the TV screen that had different colour layers on it. So as the little alien went through the different coloured layers on the TV screen, it would turn like red, and then it would turn orange and blue. Atari, yeah, exactly. Atari 2600. Yeah, but there was like a console I had before that you plugged into the TV, and then we got an Atari. Well, my brother got an Atari. And then, but we didn't buy many games for it because they were very expensive, so we used to rent games instead. So I used to like rent a game for 3 or 4 days and play them. So we had a few cartridge games, but not many. And then I got a Commodore 64 in the mid-80s, and then it was about 1983 I think I got my Commodore 64. I was going to get a ZX Spectrum, but I didn't get one. I got a Commodore 64 instead, and then I moved to a Commodore Amiga that was the next computer I had, and then I started doing PC gaming in the 90s, playing all the flight simulation games and things, and all the 3D games like Doom and Wolfenstein, because the Amiga wasn't very good at 3D games. It was good at scrolling games, but a lot of simulation games that were coming out, and games like Wolfenstein and Doom, it wasn't very good for it, so that was when I moved over to them. You have to go back to studying. No worries, the Cobra. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the chat. Much appreciated. Right, 10 kilometres to go, so I think we're all on a new section of road here now as well. This will be a long and prosperous friendship. You sound a bit like Mr. Spock from Star Trek. You sound very logical. Live long and prosper. Just, you know, as I said, I don't stream very often these days, so just keep an eye out. And if you see me stream, just pop in and say hi. May Allah bless you. Cool. May Allah bless you too. So yeah, this is a good little bit of road. As I said, I haven't been down here before. Got 60 kilometre minutes. Still got 12 minutes to go. Since I've got 8 kilometres to drive, but make sure you follow me. Yeah, I will do. Once I've finished, I'll pop over and I'll give you a follow as well. For sure. That's something I always like to do. If someone follows me, then I always like to follow them back, especially if they're doing streaming. My content is addictive. Yeah, that's the thing. I suppose you could go back. There is some content there because I keep a lot of my VODs up. So if you want to go back and see other things I've done in the past, you can. I've also got a YouTube channel which doesn't have so many videos on it, but it's basically the same name. So if you go on YouTube and look for CK Sim Gaming on there, you'll see that I've got a YouTube. But that also has some other bits and pieces on there as well. Going back a while. Whatever you see at my streams, it's all lies. What do you mean? It's all lies. Turn off to ban. Especially when chat says I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger's boyfriend. Well, to be honest, I don't think you would be, would you really? Because I mean, you probably wouldn't be streaming because you'd probably have such a cool life, travelling here, there, and everywhere. You wouldn't have time to stream. I'd be having a good time, exploring the world, having some fun. You have a mean chat, but they feed your family. Yeah. I get why some people stream. I haven't got anything against that at all. I'm just saying what I like. Oh look, there's Polygon. Polygon. Why does that make me think of Carter for some reason? He's always going on about polygons. Or one of his emote things always goes on about polygons. You sound like chat. Oh, Egbert, yes. Well, this is quite a narrow piece of road here, isn't it? Some sheep over there in the field. More wind turbines. Another road that you can go down. Right, 4 kilometres to go. Not far now, another 7 minutes or so. I'm speeding a little bit down this road. Oh, Polygon was down there. I wonder if they're going to add Polygon in at some point. Because they expand, they update this map about every 6 months or so with where they added a few more bits and pieces in. You know, they add a few kilometres at a time. Seem to be just going back to where I come from now. It's a bit annoying. Sounds familiar. Sounds a bit like the beginning of my stream. And I spent, I don't know how many kilometres, I dread to think how many kilometres I went just to come back to where we started. Do you know what, I thought for a minute I was going to hit that police car, but obviously we had a lot of room in the end. Polygon put the kettle on. Yeah, Polly's gone and put the kettle on. Yeah, or your parrot's gone missing. Polly's gone. Polygon. Right, anyway, as we're getting near the end, I hope you've all enjoyed the stream. I have. It's nice seeing you back, seeing some of you back in chat. Well, it was nice seeing all of you in chat. That's what I mean. But, yeah. So who do we have in? We had the Cobra here. We've had Egbert here. We've had Carder here. We've had Katie. I think I said you already, haven't I? But I hope so. Well, if you haven't, I've just said you now. It's been weird as your streams normally. It's been as weird as your streams normally are. I missed having you on a regular basis. Yeah. I just don't have that regular basis feelings at the minute, unfortunately. So I'm very irregular. Wow, look at that view from up here. It's, not a Lamborghini, is it? No. Maybe when it starts getting colder again, I might start streaming a bit more again. Oh, I can hear my wine bottles. Just a few more stops. Time to get my wine bottles out. Oh, here we go. This is where the concrete's going to. Obviously, they're building something over here and they need some concrete. There we go. I wonder what it is they're building over here then. In the middle of nowhere. I'm in Egbert view at the minute. Yeah. Oh, it must be to do. Is it to do with a wind? It can't be a wind turbine. I mean, they don't have concrete poles. Oh, maybe they do. I don't know. I don't think they do they? Oh dear. Right, let's see if this, how strong this sign is. No, not bad, not bad. Band discovered. Band on the run. That sounds like me running away from a train in Train Sim. Oh, it is a wind turbine. Look, you can see the so I don't know why. Anyway, never mind. I'm not going to ask questions. Right. Right, let's get the drone cam set up. Where was it again? Oh. Reminds me of space eating dust. What, the sound? Yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it? You used to put them in your mouth. Look at the expert parking there. Just managing just to like, yeah. Wow, look at the size of them blades. Sometimes you don't realise how big them turbines are on wind turbines until you're actually right next to them. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's standing in a very safe place, standing on the roof of that trailer there. Look at the size of those, I know, right? Anyway, we made it to Ban. Let's just have a quick look to see what other jobs could come up. Maybe for next time I do this. So if we're going to go from Ban, we've got Maze, Zuckerruben, whatever that is. A telescopic handler, a backhoe loader, old cables. That sounds a bit like my bag that I've got in my room full of old cables. You know, where you put them in and then they all get tangled all of a sudden. Tractors, construction rubble. Let's see. So yeah, anyway. Was he streaming it? Who was streaming what? I've got lost. Anyway, we do have some other bits and pieces. Let's just have a quick look at the map again, if I can. Right, so yeah, there's still some grey roads. I don't know what that is up there. It looks like solar panels or something. So yeah, we've covered quite a lot of this map already, haven't we, really? There's a little bit of road here that I haven't done. Probably because I dropped off there, maybe. Maybe I dropped off there and then went back. So there's a few little bits. Oh, the guy in the container. I get what you mean now. Yeah, he's streaming. He was doing a live stream. Yeah. Still quite a few places on this map I haven't explored yet on here either, though. Still a few places here and there. And then the other map, I can't remember where it is, because as I said, you have to teleport there. Trying to think, it looks a bit like Noel Phillips, you know, the guy on YouTube that does the aviation videos. I reckon that's Noel Phillips up there. Looks like they're all over there doing their bits and pieces. He's the boss, obviously, because he's the one that just stands up there while everybody else does all the work. There's a lot of people just standing around, I think. Got a few other wind turbines dotted here, there and everywhere. But anyway, there we are. Right, anyway, I'm going to shoot off. So, as always, thanks for watching. And I'll see you again in another stream in the future. Not sure when, so just keep an eye out. So yeah, take care of yourselves, everyone. And yeah, see you all again soon. Cheers, Katie. Thanks, Egbert. And thanks everyone else at Polladin as well and the follows.